Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello,
We
good
can hear
morning to
you.
all.
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Once again, welcome back. Good morning and good afternoon. Since there is some time difference in various parts, we have now connected because of this current situation. Though we are sitting remotely, but हम एक दूसरे से जुड़े हैं. So, good morning and good afternoon once again. Welcome back to the AM Knowledge Sharing Series. Today we have a very interesting subject. Uh, Overseas education facts, education opportunities in various countries across the globe. Uh, what Baba Sahib has said that you leave villages and go to the cities to get a knowledge. Now I believe this is the time to leave our countries and go to the other countries across the globe and get a knowledge. Today we have presented presenters Mr. Shailesh Sharma, and we are also fortunate to have joined Mr. Nitin Tulkar, who is an intellectual and prominent personality who has with us from last more than 15 years, a person who has traveled across the globe and having immense knowledge and experience of various subjects. So now I would like to request Mr. Nitin Tulkar, who is based in UK, to formally introduce Mr. Shailesh Sharma, and we will start our today's program. Thank you very much. Stay connected and please share all the links to your friends to get the more and more information and knowledge about today's web series. Thank you very much.
Jai Bhim all, and thank you, Moglan. I think you have given my introduction more than what I deserve, really. But thank you so much for this. And Jai Bhim all, those who have joined. We all know the importance of education. Since from our childhood, we always used to see, like I always used to see, from down below there is a flight is going. When I was a very childhood, so I was not knowing that one day, I'm going to sit into this flight and go into the foreign countries to see the beautiful world. And we can see that now it's a single earth, and we are only having the restrictions of the man-made boundaries, but the education is the key to success. The education gives two opportunities to us. First opportunity education give us is you can go into the foreign country, not only in foreign country, in different part of the world, as and when you deserve it, if you have a right knowledge. And second thing is also provide an early opportunity if you are looking for a migration to a different countries. Like we struggle 10, 20, 30 years in India before we are thinking of that. So we are lagging like 10, 20, 30 years in this whole process. But I think Sailesh will be doing a great job in this venture, whereby it is giving an opportunity to all of us, means all the students who are looking for early settlement and a good education into the foreign countries where the experts are sitting, or even there are experts of your discipline, and you wish to learn from them, you can achieve that dream very easily. So not taking much time on this, Shailesh, actually we met together while working for one of the engineering project in Sharjah QGM, while Shailesh was working. He is professionally an engineer, and he is also a MBA graduate. Uh, so he was working as a ABB as a control engineer, and then we come across on one of the project. Fortunately, we also work together on the joint project on a research project for a drilling rig, where we used to do some kind of VFD four quadrant drive, actually waste energy recovery systems. We were working on together. Sailesh, I know him, and he is also moved from UAE to Australia, and he has various consultants. Apart from education, he's his topmost dream, because we used to talk quite a long time on human values and humanity. While Shailesh has shifted in Australia, he understand, and he also understand the work done by Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and the basis what the education has given to all of us is a well-known fact. the idea which I like from him very much, because he was also looking for, can this foreign education is always for the high class people where they have a lot of money, or is there any opportunity for middle class people also? And fortunately he has worked on various area and really make a very strong base into these areas, whereby he is going to give an opportunity to those students of the middle class family also to achieve their dream of foreign education. He is also the qualified education counselor for countries like USA, Canada, Australia, and he is a member of ICEF. Sailesh and his team has really put a lots of effort even during the COVID-19, and I think we are going to hear some success stories from him. So without taking much time, I will hand it over this stage to Sailesh now. Sailesh, welcome and thank you for your time. Although time zone is a big difference, but I think we are all making it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nitin. It was very wonderful introductions and nice to meet the wonderful people across the globe. And thank you very much. That's what I can say. And a very good morning to you, everyone who have joined this webinar. Uh, yeah, let's start. Purpose of education is to moralize and to socialize the people. What a wonderful sentence! What a wonderful thought that Mr. Babasaheb Ambedkar has given to us, and I'm very proud to be a part of your team now to provide some information, some insights, some facts in today's webinar. The subject, as you all knows, that today we are going to speak about overseas education facts. Most of the things which I'm going to cover are known to the people. I'm not going to put you any special things over here, but yes, facts are the facts, and if you can try to understand that, I think so that will give us a more insights about choosing the overseas educations. Yeah, this is me. I think so. Nitin already introduced me very well. This is what about me. So I will not spend much time in this slide now. Right, guys. This is the contents which I would like to cover up for the today's webinar, which is more about overseas education facts to know, overseas education's popular countries, overseas education country-specific requirements. This is very important topic where people wants to know more and more, especially students and their parents. They want to know EDI global education. That's what I belongs to, and based on the company, I'm here to share some informations with you guys. Right. So this map is, if you can look into this map, which is clearly saying that more than 65% of the total international students are from the Asian countries or Asian continent. The contributions of individual country, if you could see the number on that, India is contributing almost a little bit equal, I would say. Number wise, yes, it's a little bit higher in 2019, but overall, China and India are more interested to get more overseas educations from various countries. There must be questions might be coming in you guys that why this only two countries? Because you know that more than 55% populations also belongs to these countries as at a total world numbers. Right. So it's not like when we say about overseas country, it's not like that people wants to go to UK, US, Canada. Every country, if you're native of a small country or a big country, would like to study in India or Iran or Vietnam, Bangladesh. I've seen a population who are going from India to Bangladesh to study. It doesn't mean that our country doesn't have an education system. Our country has their own education system. But we try to see our own comfort level. why we are choosing this particular country. What is the purpose behind that? I think so. Most of the audiences today are based in Gulf countries, I believe. As this the information I got it, and they by nationality they belongs to India, most of them, but they all are a resident of UAE or Qatar or Saudi Arab or probably Kuwait. Yeah, there are citizens of these countries are going to India to get the higher education. So nowadays, higher education or overseas education is not four or five countries, what we normally say. There are people from African countries, especially Nigeria, Kenya. I've seen so many students from those countries, African continent. They are coming to India. They are going to China. They are going to various countries where not a popular destinations for overseas educations like international education. But yeah, but still people are going. So this is just a graph of you guys that the people who are from USA, the 3% of the total students are contributing towards the international education system in terms of the number of students. USA citizens are also flying out to from US to India, probably Australia, probably China, probably Burma. I don't know. There are various countries. So overseas education is not purely depends on the Commonwealth countries. This is what I would like to convey this. It depends on your interest, your circumstances, and this is this general graph for you guys to understand that. So I will go to the next. This particular slide have been created keeping in mind for the Asian students because most of the audiences are from Asia. So there are the 7 reasons student wish to have education from overseas country. There might be so many other reasons as well, but these are the very common reason students wants to explore the world. Proud to have degree with the well-known on overseas university. Different style of education. Priorities in a career start. Better career opportunity and promotions. Take a new culture and personal development. I've come across few students. They are saying that, sir, I want to accelerate in my career. But if I completed my graduations in India, I won't be able to get a promotions, and I have to be on a queue all the time. So I would like to get my higher education from the well-known overseas universities. So at least I will get kind of ages over there, so I can get priorities on this. So yeah, these are the people. I come across the students who says, "Sir, I want to go out because I just want to explore the world." I've seen a lot of YouTubes. I've seen on social media. So US is a beautiful country. My students, my friends who are students now who are living there. Sorry, and they want to go. They want to join them. I have enough money. I have enough fund. I just want to go. Some people are there. Some students are there. They just want there's some family members are staying there. No, my uncle is staying there. That's why I want to go. So there are multiple choices why student wants to go. The biggest in India particular, people thinks that, or as a parent's point of view, parents thinks that, no, my child must be competitive. He must be qualified. I have money. If don't have money, I will arrange money for my students to go and study the best at the possible. So these are the top 7 regions where student wish to have education from overseas in countries. My questions to you guys, what the reasons what have been displayed here, they are the right reasons? Probably not right for all the students. Probably one student are totally different than other student. One student family background, their academic excellences, their financial backgrounds, is all are totally different than other student. So that might not be suitable all 7 to all people. So that's what we need to ensure as a parents, I would say, that we have to make sure that what is the reason behind that to get my child get higher educations from the overseas country. That has to be very clear before we take any decisions to send our kids, or even student also think a broader mind, because the student who wishes to go abroad, that age must be between 18 to 26, very young, and they are smart nowadays. Not the days what we passed it. That time was not that much advantages we had it. More technology driven time. So students also very smart. But as a parents, we have to ensure that my child gets a success at least, and very focused. Must be focused, and he must knowing that why I'm going abroad.
शैलेश जी, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, अगर आप इसको हिंदी
Yeah.
में करते हैं तो हिंदी भी मिक्स करते हैं, इंग्लिश हिंदी तो बेटर रहेगा.
Fine. Because I came to know. Oh, that's fine. I would love to speak in Hindi. Yeah. I'll just mix it. Yeah. And thank you very much for this. Yeah. Right. Abhi, I just speak in Hindi as well. स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है, पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि मेरा पड़ोसी ओवरसीज कंट्री में जाके पढ़ के आया हुआ है, देखो चीफ इंजीनियर बन गया, चीफ अकाउंटेंट बन गया, फाइनेंशियल कंट्रोल बना हुआ है, मेरे अंकल पढ़ के आए थे, क्या मेरा बच्चा भी ऐसा कर सकता है? ऑलवेज याद रखिए आप कि जो जिस कम्युनिटी से हम लोग बिलोंग्स करते हैं वहां पे कॉम्पिटिशन्स बहुत ही हाई है. इतना ज्यादा कॉम्पिटिशन्स है क्योंकि हमारे पास पॉपुलेशन हाई है. पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा होने से कंपटीशन होना है, तो उससे क्या होता है, एक टाइप का नेगेटिव प्रेशर डेवलप होता है ब्रेन के अंदर. वो बच्चों में वो नेगेटिव प्रेशर नहीं आने देना हमने. बच्चा आके पूछता है कि मैं क्या है, मैं तो 75% लेके आया, मैं 85% लेके आया, मेरे बाप के पास तो बहुत पैसा है, मैं तो बोलूंगा तो वो जाने देंगे हमें, तो मेरी फैमिली के पास पैसा है, मेरे गार्जियन के पास पैसा है. Does all these things might be looking good in terms of the checkbox? दिस आप देख रहे हैं राइट साइड में, आपको पेन दिखा रहा हूं मैं, वहां पे एलिजिबिलिटी दिखाएगी आपको. आपके पास मिनिमम इतनी इंग्लिश एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया होना चाहिए. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको इंग्लिश में होना ही चाहिए. अगर आप इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्रीज में अगर आप बाहर पढ़ने भेजते हैं बच्चों को, तो definitely your child or student must be able to communicate it well. You must know the local languages. That's why English requirement is there. Some countries have set a benchmark on it that you must score a X band or Y score or kind of things. So English requirement is one of the eligibility criteria. Academic requirement also very important criteria. Finance requirement is also very important criteria. You must have money to pay the tuition fees and to make sure that you have enough funds to live in those countries. These are called the thumb rules. Everywhere you need it. Even you are in India, or you are in Dubai, probably you are in Doha, right? If you study in their own country of residence, also you have to meet that tuition fees and the college related criteria in order to get the admissions. This is very general. Now, if you see the left portions, which you can see that which area, subject or industry segment any individual enjoyed so far. That's very, very important things to get the career growth. Ultimately, why we are spending this much money and time to go to abroad? Why we wish to have a higher education? Just because I score 86 marks or probably 96 marks in a maths or probably in the physics, तो मैं तो एलिजिबल हूँ इंजीनियर बनने के लिए. शायद मैंने बायोलॉजी में बहुत अच्छा स्कोर किया है, तो मैं तो डॉक्टर ही बनूंगा. सॉरी. तो क्या ये जरूरी है कि आप कैरियर में ग्रोथ करें बिकॉज आपके नंबर्स बहुत अच्छे आए हैं, आपकी एज 18 है, 20 है, 21 साल की उम्र है, चाहे आप 12th करके आप अंडर ग्रेजुएट के लिए बाहर जा रहे हैं, या फिर आप अंडर ग्रेजुएट कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं और मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम्स के लिए बाहर जा रहे हैं, उसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि कौन से एरिया में आपको इंटरेस्ट है। मैं आपको क्लियर बता रहा हूं कि 96% ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स who are getting excellent career after the educations, if they choose the right subject to study for a higher education. It's just because of मेरा नेबर पढ़ के गया हुआ है कि मेरे फैमिली इस मेंबर ने ये पढ़ाई की है तो मैं जा रहा हूँ, मैं कर रहा हूँ, वो आपको गारंटी नहीं देता कि आपका अच्छा कैरियर बनेगा। एक अच्छा क्वालिफाइड पढ़ा लिखा इंजीनियर जरूरी नहीं है कि वो सक्सेसफुल इंजीनियर बन पाए, उसके लिए इंटरेस्ट होना बहुत जरूरी होता है। सो this is what I would like to take a little bit notes on that which I would like you guys to understand. If there are so many, I believe some parents are there, and parents are the best friends and the best observer of their own kids. इस दुनिया के अंदर केयर से ज्यादा वो सबसे अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं अपने बच्चे को, पेरेंट्स से जानते हैं। उनको पता है बचपन से एंड तक कि किस सब्जेक्ट में वो अच्छा करता है। अगर उस पे वो पढ़ाई करने जाता है तो एलिजिबिलिटी प्लस इंटरेस्ट अगर मिल गया तो it is going to be a career growth. That's covers almost your 90% of your all restrictions, obstructions will go out if your interest is there with your eligibility. So आपने बहुत ही ध्यान रख के कोर्स को चूज करना है कि ताकि आपका कैरियर, आपके बच्चे का कैरियर, आपका खुद का कैरियर ओवरसीज एजुकेशन से या कंट्री लेवल के एजुकेशन से, जहाँ पे आप टाइम बिताते हैं उससे आपको फायदा हो। और ये हमें अपने आप देखना है, अपने अपने आप को पूछना है। वी हैव टू आस्क अवर ऑन हार्ट दैट what I like it. That's only going to help you, my friend. Even I will cover up this in detail in the next slides. But just spending money because you have money, but just because you have a good academic excellencies, because of good numbers on this, it's not going to help you, or it's not guarantee you that you are going to make a great career in your life. So yes, best question is, am I eligible to study in overseas located universities? And answer should be career growth is equal to eligibility plus interest, as I explained here. Right. This is just indication slides which tells you that I just created the slides keeping in mind for uh, India as a country, and Indians who are resident of Gulf countries. And the questions for this slide, which is which country is the most popular for overseas education? Indians prefer. It depends. The Chinese opinion on a selections of country where to go and study. Probably Africans have a different. Probably Europeans have a different. Even Australia. From Australia, people go abroad for the study. I've seen just a good example. I met few people uh, that their child are studying in a Mumbai. So we are the global citizen nowadays. It depends on what motivated them as Australian citizen to fly to India and study it. There must be motivations, and which exactly I explained you the 7 reasons behind that. That why we choose the overseas education. One of them must be a priority for them for their career life. So yeah, nowadays we all are the global. The world is too small. We just see that which reasons we would like to go out and do either the study. So just it's a rough calculations here based on the various references that 86% of international students worldwide studying in these countries: UK, USA, Canada, Australia, Japan, and Europe. When I say Europe, means it comes all the countries which makes a Europe. That there are other countries as well, but this comes under 86% of the total international students. Right. This is very important questions which which normally parents also sometimes get confused, even students also gets confused. Which country should I choose for my overseas education? Like, my parents are living in a Doha, my parents are in a Dubai, uh, but I would like to go. My parents wants me to study in UK. My parents wants me to study in a UK based university, but campus is in within the town like Dubai. Dubai has so many overseas universities, campuses are there. So there are multiple factors to choose it for that. And these are these top 7 reason. Again, we have selected it to let normally people think about that which country should I choose it. Preferred university and cost associated with. There are I've seen some I discussed with some students from Dubai last month, and they comes up with a list of universities. No, sir, this is the universities we would like to study, which I will cover it in my next segment. When I ask them why you want to choose this one, they don't have any answer. So preferred university and cost associated with it, that has to be considered first. Second, questions might have come in your mind that why this is preferred, that you have to ask by yourself. That why you want to prefer it, you must have an answer for this. University entry requirement and the visa conditions, that's very important things. We want to study in Oxford University in London. Does I am eligible? Do I pass or do I score the university's entry requirement? Am I eligible for the visa conditions? This is the information you must ask yourself. You must know this information. English speaking country, should I go to English speaking country? That's also very important thing. If yes, then आपको इंग्लिश के लिए कुछ बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती है वो पूरी करनी है. पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क परमिट एंड पीआर ऑप्शन. यार मैं जाऊंगा वहां पे, मेरा बच्चा वहां जाएगा, चलो 1 साल की फीस तो मैं दे देता हूँ, पेरेंट्स आर विलिंग टू पे, बट वहां पे पार्ट टाइम जॉब मिल जाएगा, वो ये पढ़ाई करेगा तो बच्चे का पीआर हो जाएगा, वहीं पे सेट हो जाएगा. So this also comes in your mind. The career opportunities after the study. This very important career opportunities. Why I'm studying it. After 4 years, I'm going to be a graduate from this particular course and the university. Then what would be my opportunities available? Do I want to come back after the study, or I want to settle down over there? If yes, then it is. Who are the biggest employers over there? What is your dream to work for? This all are the researches which you need to spend more time on career opportunities after the study. References, relatives and friends. And I will tell you one thing based on my experience of more than 40 to 45% of the total students, the biggest influences factor to choose this particular country, it belongs to number 6 of the region, which is references and relatives and the friends. I'm not saying that's not the right thing. That's very influences factor. But that influences factor must be utilized into the career development decision. Your decision only should not rely because of my uncle is there in UK. My brother is staying in UK. That should not be the biggest criteria. That's a good thing to have it, these references, but should not be the biggest criteria in your selection. You know, my child can have a better job opportunities, better career in a say Canada or say Australia. But no, I don't want my child to go there. I want to send my child to US or UK or Australia. I don't know, because my brother is staying. He'll be safeguarded. He will get a support over there locally. So yeah, this should not be the biggest criteria. This is what I want to convey with you guys, that's a very good thing to have a references, but should not be the decisive factor only the decisive factor. Less culture differences, yes, I have seen this one. This is very important criteria. और उसमें मैंने 3 या 4 साल या 5 साल पहले की बात है, वहाँ पे बताया गया था कि नो सर, अब मैं अपने बच्चों को ऑस्ट्रेलिया नहीं भेजूंगा, वहाँ पे बड़ी बुलिंग होती है, वहाँ पे इंडियंस को अच्छी तरह से ट्रीट नहीं करते। नहीं सर, मैं यहाँ, क्योंकि ये मीडिया से हम सुनते हैं इस सब चीज़ों को, लेकिन होता होगा मुझे नहीं पता, but that's not the fact that where we reach to one conclusions based on the non-reliable or probably reliable information, because your decision should be based on the 7 facts, and only because of one fact you should not change your decision. This is what your selection criteria should not be inspired by the negative or the media news. It could be tomorrow, could be from Canada, could be Australia, could be US, could be India. गलत हर जगह पे होता है, गलत लोग हर जगह पे है। एक एग्जाम्पल था सर, आप अगर महाराष्ट्र में रहते हैं, अगर आप तमिलनाडु में पढ़ाई करने जाते हैं, तो वहां पे भी आपको कल्चर डिफरेंसेस का सामना करना पड़ता है। You have to accept that one. When you are moving or relocating, either for study or leave or job, you have to face the new cultures over there. तो महाराष्ट्रन क्या बोलता है कि यार तमिलनाडु नहीं जाना मुझे, चलो गुजरात चला जाता हूं मैं, क्योंकि वहां पे लेस कल्चर डिफरेंसेस है कंपेयर टू महाराष्ट्र एंड गुजरात, बिकॉज दे हैव बीन नेबर्स, दे आर द नेबर। इवन विद इन अ कंट्री, in a different states we have a culture differences, then when we choose to go abroad, obviously there are a culture differences, और हम लोगों ने उस चीज को एक्सेप्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है, हमें प्रिपरेशन करनी बहुत जरूरी है। ये कभी मत सोचिएगा कि जैसे हम घर में रहते थे वैसे बाहर जाएंगे तो वैसे ही रहेंगे, नहीं रहना, रहने चाहोगे तो भी नहीं रह पाओगे आप। आई एम सॉरी फॉर माई हिंदी, बट थोड़ा कल्चर डिफरेंसेस होता ही है। आप मैंने एग्जांपल दिया आपको कि एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में भी कल्चर डिफरेंसेस है, तो ऑब्वियसली कंट्रीज में तो होते ही है, लेकिन आप कंफर्ट लेवल तब आता है जब आपकी लेस कल्चर डिफरेंसेस होगी। अगर लेस नहीं है तो आपको उसको लेस करना पड़ेगा। इफ यू आर गोइंग टू, जस्ट एग्जांपल, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू यूएस from India or from Doha or from Dubai, where your cultures are different, so you have to do some research on that and culture is not just a because of that colors, no, it's a human, it's a language, is language barriers are the biggest culture, pronunciation, second food, living standard, right, social lives, this is all are differences. You find a lot of differences over there, so our kids must be educated for this. बेटे तो कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी में जा रहा है, यहाँ जा रहा हूँ, तो इस यूनिवर्सिटी पे थोड़ा रिसर्च करना बहुत जरूरी है। आप पहली चीज ये 100% करिए आप कि उस यूनिवर्सिटी में इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट के परसेंटेज कितने हैं, आप उस चीज को बहुत करिए, आजकल मिल जाती है हर चीज। इंडियंस 8% है, चाइनीज 9% है, कोई दूसरी कंट्री का क्या, तो ये कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस से आपको थोड़ा सा स्ट्रगल आएगा, लेकिन आप ज्यादा इंजॉय कर पाओगे, आपका ब्रेन और ज्यादा फास्ट चलेगा, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू फेस एवरीडे न्यू थिंग्स, so you are going to learn it. Never disappointed yourself because of you don't know much, you can't speak fluent English, don't worry at all, you just try to listen them, you just try to understand them, क्योंकि हर कंट्री की अपनी कल्चर होती है, हर यूनिवर्सिटीज का अपना अपना सिस्टम होता है। भाई हमारे इंडिया में तो ऐसा नहीं होता था, तो आपको थोड़ी नई चीज वहां पे नजर आएगी, तो आपने उस चीज को एंजॉय करना है और एडॉप्ट करना है। हम जब तक एडॉप्ट नहीं करेंगे हम एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी को नहीं बढ़ा सकते, आप अकेले पड़ जाओगे। आप एडॉप्ट करें हमेशा, और आपकी एज जो है स्टूडेंट की वो 18 से 25 की एज है, बेस्ट एज है उसको एडॉप्शन के लिए। आप हर चीज को चैलेंज की तरह देखें, तो आई थिंक सो इट्स गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन योर कैरियर ग्रोथ, इवन योर मोरल ग्रोथ, योर सोशल ग्रोथ, इट्स गोइंग टू हेल्प यू माई फ्रेंड्स। सो कल्चर डिफरेंसेस आएंगे और उसको आप अच्छी तरह से रिसर्च करके थोड़ी सी ट्रेनिंग करके जाएं तो आपको बहुत बहुत ही अच्छा फायदा होगा. I gave you one example. This is, you might have seen that if you want to go to Japan for study, there's a basic, or France or Japan, there's a basic requirement is that you must know the basic standard of the communications about that particular country's language. मैं कनाडा की बात कर रहा हूँ. आप क्यूबेक में जाएंगे, आप वहां आपको 56% पीपल स्पीक्स ए फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज. बट आप टोरंटो में चले जाएंगे तो वहां पे आपको more than 80% people speaks English. आप जर्मन चले जाएं, आपको more than 30% people don't know even how to speak English. I lived in Germany. I've been to German so many times. I have seen that. I faced it. You go to the street, you can't read anything, my friend. You can't understand on the street. Not a single board. You can see everything. Anything is written in English. तो वो कल्चर डिफरेंसेस है. तो आपको अगर आपको वहां पे रहना है, आपको वहां पे पढ़ाई करनी है, तो आपको बेसिक्स जो मिनिमम जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो आपको 100% अडॉप्ट करनी पड़ेगी. अगर आप नहीं करेंगे तो आपका ग्रोथ जो है वो धीमा होगा. दैट्स गोइंग टू बी स्लो डाउन. यू वॉन्ट बी कॉल्ड एज ए कम्पिटिटिव चाइल्ड इफ यू चूज इन दिस कंट्री. इसीलिए मैंने थर्ड रीजन देख रहे हो वहां पे लिखा हुआ है इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री. मैंने देखे हैं काफी इंडियन फैमिलीज हैं, चाहे गल्फ से हो या इंडिया से हो. नहीं यार, मैंने अपने बच्चे को फ्रांस नहीं भेजना, नहीं मैंने जापान नहीं भेजना, यूके ठीक है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया ठीक है, कनाडा ठीक है, यूएस ठीक है. ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दैट्स ऑल्सो इन्फ्लुएंसेस फैक्टर फॉर यू. सो या दिस इज द कॉमन एक्सप्लेनेशन which I thought to share with you guys, that while you choose which country is the best for my child for the overseas higher education. This is a very, just for information, I'm sharing this information because I believe most of the viewers from the Dubai and the Gulf countries, and I got as I explained to you, I got a call from I counselor one student from Dubai, and he came and saying that he wants to study in Stanford University in US. Why you want to study it? Whatever reasons we have discussed, the 7 reasons on a countryside, interest side, none of them reason was there. It was not convincing reasons. Only it's a reason was there because this university is a top 10 universities of the world by the overall scores. We couldn't make it. He wanted to do Oxford. We couldn't make it up. He wanted to do California Institute of Technology. Couldn't make it up. He wanted to study Cambridge. Couldn't make it up. But he was academic eligible for the Stanford University for USA. And that's why I want to go. Like in my time when I was in India, score based, marks based priorities was coming. If you score like in a top 100, then your first priority will be this, second, third, fourth, like that. That was 20-25 years back. And now in this scenario, if you just dream it like that and just start doing only the one reason, because his goal is to study in one of the top 10 universities in the world. Why I put in numbers over there just to explain you. Does this number is going to help you? Some extent yes, some extent no. How can we say that University of Oxford is a number 1 in the world? Because of the teaching, the research capability, their industry incomes, and the placements opportunities. This is the way all universities are ranked. You could see top 10 universities coming from US and UK. So that's why the people, Indian communities are more focused towards choosing a good universities, and they want to choose a country based on this graph. I put a 10, just a 5 names I put it because there's no space in this slide to put it. You can Google it, my friends. Find 100 universities. The student always try to do the top to bottom. They won't try from bottom to top. That's a human tendency to do the best. But to choose the standard university only by compromising or not looking into the 7 reasons what we discussed it, that's not going to give you just a guarantee that you will be the best or you'll be a successful career holder in a future. But one thing I'll tell you, less than 1% international students enroll in the top 10 universities of the world. अगर 100 स्टूडेंट्स जो ग्राफ्स हमने पहले देखा था कंट्री वाइज में, उसमें टोटल 100 स्टूडेंट वर्ल्ड वाइड अगर बाहर जाते हैं तो से भी कम स्टूडेंट 10 यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ने जाते हैं. Reason behind that could be so many reasons. 7 reasons are there, but biggest reason is academic, finance, and third reason is interest as well. If you omit the interest and you're just dreaming that you are going to, once you graduated from this, you are going to make a good career, probably yes or probably no, but you'll never be enjoying that career. So just the slides of that one is very clear that just a big university is not going to give a guarantee that you make a good career. IIT, everybody knows that we are Indians and we know IIT. You know that how many students are passed every year from IIT? We see that, oh, ये बंदा IIT से पास हुआ है, वो तो आराम से IAS ऑफिसर बन गया, ये कर गया, वो कर गया, वो वहाँ पे CEO हो गया. वो तो मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़ के टॉपर हुआ है, वो भी वहां पहुंचा हुआ है. जवाहरलाल नेहरू यूनिवर्सिटी से भी टॉपर किया है, वो भी वहां पहुंचा हुआ है. इट्स नॉट अ गारंटी दैट कि आप IIT से पढ़ोगे तो वहां पहुंचोगे. IIT से पढ़ के आप बाहर निकले हैं तो आपका जो क्यू है वो कम हो जाता है. यू आर नॉट फेसिंग मच कॉम्पिटिशंस. But that's not only the solution that just because a big university you get a qualifications that's a guarantee you that you will be successful in a career. Right, these are the slide of major factors to consider to have a successful career from overseas education. Success comes from interest. I give them a 50%. Industry updates, I give them a 10%. Career adoptions, I give them further 10 to 15%. And accept challenges, I will give you the balance all this the biggest other than interest. If you have interest, you are able to accept the challenges. That will cover more than 70% of your success chances. But if you spend more time on industry research, you are happy to know what the cultural options are there, what kind of challenges I'm going to face it, and you are willing to accept those, then you are scoring 100% in your career growth. Just because of your academic excellence is not a guarantee of your successful career. How to balance this one is always choose the interest of your study. Always keep updated about industry's trend of your interest of your study. एक मैं एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. एक बहुत ही स्मार्ट लड़का था कि सर मुझे आईटी में जाना था, बट आई डिसाइडेड नॉट टू गो. आई वांट टू गो इन साइबर सिक्योरिटी, समथिंग न्यू, बिकॉज ही केम अप विद दैट. हमारे टाइम पे ऐसा नहीं होता था 25 साल पहले, 20 साल पहले. अभी है. सोसाइटी ओपन है, वर्ल्ड छोटा है, ग्लोबल सिटीजन बन चुके हैं हम सब लोग. बच्चों को ज्यादा फैसिलिटीज है. लेट देम एक्सप्लोर, लेट देम रिसर्च इट. Why you want to study? What you are going to achieve after 5 years? And it's not like the curriculums, courses, programs also developed based on the technology, based on the time. So universities, researchers also working on this because people wants it. Society needs this. Programs are developed by universities. So it's connecting the bridge. So we have to always keep updated about the industries and trend of your interest of study. Always do research and practice on a country and university specific culture differences. Be prepared prior to land. वेरी सिंपल बात है. अच्छा, मुझे सिडनी एयरपोर्ट उतरना है कि मैं लंदन हिथ्रो उतर रहा हूं मैं. डोंट बी सरप्राइज एट एज ऑफ 19 or 20 or 21. Understand what you are going to plan it, what you are going to happen it. Prepare yourself. उसको बोलते हैं प्री एंड पोस्ट लैंडिंग अरेंजमेंट्स. वहां पे आपके रेफरेंसेस काम आते हैं जो हमने डिस्कस किए हैं. आपके इन्फ्लुएंसेस, आपके आपके इंटरेस्ट. बी रेडी, यू आर गोइंग टू डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड. Be ready, never be nervous. That's it. Nothing, nobody's going to kill you over there. Nobody's going to bully you over there. You are not going to be robbed by anyone. Don't worry about this. This all are the accidents. And accidents will never tell you that I'm coming. So never scared. Because you can't, you can, see, you can take a precautions. You can do homework. But you can't say that I'll be safe in my life. No, it's accidents. Accidents never tells you that when you are coming, when he's coming. So always do research and prepare yourself before you land it. Always be ready for challenges. A new country, new challenges. As I think so, this topic we covered in our previous slides as well. But happy to answer because very short time. So happy to answer your questions. With whenever you want, you can carry on. We have a questions answer sessions coming after that, so we can cover up. Always be focused and keep yourself busy. When you are focused, you 100% will be busy. If you are not focused, you'll not be busy. There's another topic comes into that we can talk later on, that you have 4 and 5 things to do. How can you be focused? Then priorities come into picture. The students at age of 18 and 25, priorities, it's a very important thing to understand it. So always be focused. What's your motto? Why you are going there? What's your expectations? What kind of challenges you are going to face it? And keep actions plan, that if it comes, it never be surprised. Oh, I was knowing that. मुझे पता था ये आएगा. अरे ऐसा मुझे पता है, ऐसा होने वाला है. आई एम रेडी, डोंट वरी सर. जब बच्चा फोन करेगा फादर से, तो हंस के बात करेगा वहां पे. डैडी मैं हिथ्रो में बैठा हुआ था, मुझे ये तकलीफ हो गई, मेरे को प्रॉब्लम है, मुझे पता है कैसे करना है ये. देखो फादर वहां बैठा हुआ खुश हो जाएगा, क्योंकि बच्चा प्रिपेयर्ड होके गया हुआ है. So always be focused and keep yourself busy. Right? Just academic excellence is not only a guarantee for your successful career. ये सारी चीजें ध्यान में रखना बहुत जरूरी होता है. Right, in this one we'll try to cover up. We chosen based on, I could have put more countries on that, but based on that Indian market, I chosen few countries to let you know that what your child or what the future or prospect student should know that about this country and the requirement if you want to get admissions or if you want to go abroad for higher education. UK is a for Indian point of view, UK is a popular country where Indian prefers to go. Even parents want my child to go and get higher education from UK. Why UK? It's a Commonwealth country. Ultimately, we are more attached to UK because of our relations with the UK. So post freedom, right? So even if you see that our constitutions with Dr. Baba Saheb have wrote it, the base of that constitution was coming from UK. And Baba Saheb have done is Indian versions to make suitable in terms of the societies what we are. So that's why we are more with the UK. So we traditionally would like that the UK is a favorable country all the time. I have a small informations with me that in the recent information that UK have started giving 2 to 4 years post-study visa, but it's been announced but not been implemented yet. If you need a detailed information, you can email to us. We'll let you know exactly. The policy have been agreed but not been implemented. Yes, this is the information we are getting it, and we are happy to share those latest information about the countries, especially in terms of the student. So you guys are kept updated all the time, right? This is the UK. You can read it about the statement. It's written here. This is more about the general slide about the visa process flow, what the academic requirements, how much English you need it. If you are choosing diploma program, what the score of English you should have it. If you are choosing bachelor's, graduate, or the master programs, um, there are some equivalent English examinations like a TOEFL, IELTS. There are some dedicated UK-based IELTS also in a practice. So there are multiple acceptable English level of institutions which you need to go and score it in order to meet your English requirement. In a general, it's not written here. It's a finance requirement. That's genetic, but it's you can find it out this information anytime. Should you have any questions, you are free to connect with us. We'll guide you about this. USA. Yeah, USA is a second very popular country for Indians, uh, and they would like to. Even parents would like to send students to or their kids to USA. And the United States is one of the country where world's topmost education institutes are located, and very flexible country. It's more job opportunities over there. Culture wise, yeah, obviously there are differences, but US have been very popular for the students who wants to go from India. Canada again, it's very popular again due to Americans. But yes, very beautiful country. I've been to this country, so I lived here there as well in the US. But first, again, I told you that this is the general guideline for you to understand it. What the visas, how you obtain the visa, how you get the admissions in a colleges, what are the academic requirements you need it, what the finance you have to have it. Uh, Again, it's Australia is also very popular nowadays from Indian point of view. It's I believe third or fourth popular country in a where people or students would like to move to Australia. I came to know that because of the COVID-19 situations, what we have been facing right now, where Australia and New Zealand have done far better progress than America's side. So this is also the trend where parents thinking that I should send my kids to this country because of COVID-19. No, it's not. So that's simply, yeah, it's a little bit better than that. But yeah, Australia also facing the COVID-19 as world is facing. Ireland, this is the country. It's a European country, and it's one of the English-speaking country in Europe. Very few countries, I believe, in Europe, their official languages or the majority of the people speaks English. Ireland is one of them. This country is inspired by the UK education system. There is no much differences between UK and Ireland. They have a accreditation system between two countries. Even credit transfer is very easy. Uh, we have seen most few of the Indians who can't make it up to UK university because of their academic or finance or probably English English eligibility. They choose to go to Ireland. Even I have seen some European people, students also going to Ireland. I have seen some African people also choosing over there because Ireland wants a new migrant now. They their immigration policy is a little bit flexible than Australia, Canada, and UK. So this also popular destination for students to get the higher education. Yes, there is a market for Europe as well. A lot of students goes from India to Europe uh, because of multiple reasons over there. Uh, there are a India is not a India has a lot of mixed kind of students because English is not our first language in India. So if the students can't score English well, they can't make it up to the Commonwealth countries where requirement is higher. They choose to go to Europe, and the cost also very affecting factor. But if you compare with the Indian, if you need to spend say 2 lakh rupees or 3 lakh rupees per year as a tuition fees in a higher education in India, I think so equivalent or probably 20 to 30% higher, you can get admissions in a European country as well. So there are multiple reasons why people choose it Europe. Europe been very nice and beautiful place. So this is the genetic information. If you choose the Europe, how the admission process works, how the visa process flow, uh, Europe is also the very popular destination. Right, these are the countries and basic informations I provided to you. But we are very happy to support you further because we are very happy because every student have a different. One person is different than others. Their financial capability, their academic capabilities, their interests are different. So anytime if you need any support, we are happy. We are with you. We are the one family, and make sure never hesitate. Whenever you need any support, we are there to support you with the latest informations. We are a qualified team. We are qualified education counselors. We have a career counselors with a very strong education field background. Our main aim is to assist students who are seeking advice on pursuing their higher education in Australia, Canada, UK, or any country. Our motto is guiding you to the next step of your career. We currently located in our head office is in Australia. We have a Ahmedabad branch. We are located in Ahmedabad. We are located in Toronto. We are coming up in Dubai very shortly. Most likely the post COVID-19 situation. Because once we pass this, we'll be there in Dubai to support you. And we don't charge any fees or any consultancy to guide you, including the career development plans or counseling of your or education counseling. We don't charge any fees from the candidates. These are our company details. Uh, we have a Sydney office, which is a head office. We have a representative office in Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth in Australia. In India, our corporate office is in Ahmedabad, but we are opening up after the COVID-19 in Bangalore, New Delhi, and Pune. In UAE, we are coming up as I stated you after the COVID-19. Canada, we have it. Nepal also we started with the Kathmandu now, but yes, we are going to have one more branch in the near future in this country. Please, if you have any questions, my website is there. You can go through this one. There are multiple questions have been posted over there. If you can scan it, this QR code, you'll be eligible to go straight. There is inquiry forms given there. You just provide your information there, and we're happy to assist you, happy to communicate through email or phone to support you further. Right, my friends. Uh, this is a small presentation from my side because of time restrictions. I can't carry on, but there are detailed or customized informations we can provide you, and I'm happy to listen from you guys if you have any questions. Yeah, Mr. Ajay and Mr. Vijay.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Shailesh.
Yeah.
Moglan is there. He
Hi,
will
Moglen.
conduct
Yeah.
question and answer. Yeah.
So I believe we are entering into the quiz now or
Moglan, we can't hear
questions.
you. Can you switch on your? phone. No, Moglan, we can't hear you. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I think so. Mr. Moglan is reconnecting it.
Yeah, no, some technical glitches there. He will be back. Just wait
Yeah.
for some 1 minute.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, Moglan. We can hear you now.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
Shailesh ji, thank you very much. It is really interesting topic here, which is, I believe that most of the viewers or the people who are joined us got more information about it. We still have, I mean, we have few questions here, so we'll go one by one so that they can get their answers. Mr. I'll not take a name because I have just noted down on my notebook. So I'll just take a question here. Engineering graduation in India and overseas, are these the same level or it's different in that?
Yes, very good questions. Yeah, there people are asking it. Yes, one thing, country-specific levels are totally different. If student have done a graduations or say any level of study in India, if they want to get the equivalence or accreditation in foreign university, they have to go through the country-specific uh, accreditation systems. It depends on which sections of universities the student got a engineering degree. Depends on what kind of credit he wants to pass on. Like just an example, if someone is did an undergraduate, like a bachelor of engineering, and he wants to do masters in a UK based universities, then it's not necessary that he gets admission straight away. There might be few modules has to be added in order to get the master's degree from the UK. Depends on the universities, depends on the country.
Okay, great. Thank you. There's another question. I mean, the question asks itself completely, is there any possibility to get free education? Rather than I will say that what are the chances to get the full scholarship in overseas universities?
Very good. We have options for the very qualified and high school students in a Australian universities. We have a multiple universities in the UK as well across the globe, but it depends on the student to student academic performances. Yes, it's possible. Yes, and again it depends on if the students wants to do a postgraduate programs, then it's yeah, there is a rooms. Every university has the quota for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Other question is there. As an NRI, what are the scholarships available from our government? Like, as in lots of viewers are an Indians here. So the question is that as an NRI, what are the scholarships available from our government or private to go for higher education in other countries?
Yeah, it's a very tricky questions because our means, yes, I am Indian, but it's been long years, my friend. So I don't know much about the scholarship scheme which Indian government is granting for the NRI students. I think so. I have to note down these questions and I have to talk with some people who knows about this, and I can definitely come back to you guys about this.
All right, sir. Thank you. Other question is there. Somebody has asked that list of colleges in each countries and job opportunities. So I mean, it's a very big question, but I'm sure your team must have done some study on it to just give a summary to the newcomers or the people those who are seeking to go for the higher education. So do you have any list of colleges and the job opportunities in overseas countries?
Yes. Yes, we have a very detailed information available in our team. We are happy to share with the students. There's no problem regarding job opportunities. Yeah, we can't. We have enough information there where the student can avail opportunities or do the compare between the city to city or country to country. We have analysis reports available with us. Yes. Happy to share with you guys. Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. Other question I will take. We have so far discussed about the various opportunities for higher education, but we also have to consider the the timing in which month, like every country or every university has a different time frame. So now someone has asked that his daughter is appearing for grade 12 in UAE. What is the right time to start for process of admission?
Right. So good questions. It's a process question. What happened, my friend, is like every country have a different intakes. Like if you give an example of Australia, they have a 3 intakes. They start enrolling the students in a Feb every year, July and November. Right. And Canada also has it. Canada have a 5 or 6 intakes. UK has a majority 2 based on the seasonal index. So it depends. Generally, the questions are a mixed questions, but if I can answer the 2 different factor, I think so. This give one answer that which are the intakes available. It just depends on country wise. And the second question is that how long it will take. So I would suggest that it takes minimum 2 to 3 months to get enrolled and entire process to complete. Yeah, you should consider minimum 2 months time to get the admission to foreign universities.
All right, sir. Thank you. Another question is nowadays lots of information is available on the Google. Where can someone get a reliable? What is the reliable source to get the full information about for the abroad education and job opportunities? Where? Because there are lots of websites are available on the Google. So can you advise some websites, or is it your website is having all this information?
So good questions to everybody, because a lot of information nowadays that we don't know that which one is reliable, to whom to trust. It's a good question. Right. So first thing is we must know that we must understand that we always rely on authorized information. So if you are looking for some visa information, always go with the government authorized website. Always go with the authorities. Never go to the commercial information which are normally available in a Google. So yeah, I would suggest that if you want really right, updated and authentic information, if it is for visa, go to the authorities. If it's for the education, visit this particular university's website, or visit the qualified counselors. You have like what we can provide you the information will be authentic, updated, and accurate, possibly accurate information. So you are free to drop us an email about this information. Not about the job side. Second questions, I believe. He wants to know about the jobs, right?
Yeah.
Job prospecting. So that's again, there are some official links, official information available from the certain government authorities, but that will not tell you exactly that you are going to get a job. That will tell you how the job market is trending.
Okay.
Which city have the biggest employment ratio, which city has unemployment ratio. So job informations are always be a little bit tricky, or I don't advise that we should rely on Google's about the jobs. Free to consult with us, and we'll definitely try to give you some trends, how the market trends are going.
Right, sir. I can see some another questions. Is these countries, in terms of engineering education and in terms of medical education, is this segregated, or it's a mixed type of selection is there in the countries?
Right. When you say countries, very broader questions. But if you, and again, this is the two very interesting segments like engineering and medical. I would say that medical have a country-specific accreditations and the licensing is required. Like Australia, if someone has done a MBBS in India, he can't practice here in Australia. He's not eligible to be called as a general practitioner or a doctor. Right, so it has a licenses requirement is there if someone comes from medical field, if someone comes from pharmacy field, suppose he also obtain he has to obtain the license in Canada, UK, in Australia. Country specific license has to be obtained. For engineering field, yes, engineering field, Indians, the people who are Indian origin, Indian nationals, yeah, for them engineering field is a little bit easier to adopt in these countries, yeah, compared to medical field. Yeah. No such licensing is required for engineers to do the engineering practice over here. As long as skilled assessment is completed for the respective country.
Okay, great, sir. Great, thank you. Another question I will take, professionally, what is preferred? This is something I believe related to the finance, which even I don't have any. It's a CA or ACCA.
That's, can you CA? I have to ask the questions again to make myself understand first, because CA stands for what?
Chartered accountant.
Very good. This is what I was knowing. Second,
Yeah.
what stands for second one is?
The question itself is like CA or ACCA.
What is ACCA?
I think we will skip this question. I'll ask again the viewers who have chat that. I will ask what is that ACCA.
No problem. Once we know the definitions in
Yeah.
the mind, what they are looking for is, it's easy for us to give them an answer. Yeah.
Okay, great. Other question is that what are the opportunities for doing masters in Japan? Also, the job opportunities.
That's a tricky question. Japan. I'm not a very much expert on particular Japan country, but yeah, can I answer these questions after consulting with my counselor who is expert on Japan?
Right, sir.
I'll
Great.
definitely answer this question, but I need to consult with a person who is excellency knowing better than me about Japan.
Right, sir. No worries. Another question, I'll just take it. It's what opportunity is there for the course in environmental science or geotechnical engineering? MS in environmental science or geotechnical engineering?
See, both are the very, geotechnical is very, very demanding course, because an environmental has been demanding since 10 years till we started the green carbon free world and all. Globally, you know very well. And yeah, the question is the course segment, or this question is related to the job? I couldn't
it's more about the doing MS in environmental science or geotechnical engineering.
Which one is the better scope? That is the question.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say again, like as I discussed with you, the 7 factors on it. Which area of interest student would like to make a career? That's very important thing.
Yeah.
First thing is that should give a 90% weight and a 10% weight between the two. So both are, I would say, both have equivalent opportunities. But the geothermal have a bit. It's completely new, and yeah, demanding. Young students are very interested to look into those new demanding subjects nowadays. Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you. We'll take another question also. I think few questions left, so we'll take another question where somebody is asking, do you have a comparison what cost factor is there for education in different countries?
Again, I missed it in a voice. I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Do you have a comparison of what cost factor is for the education in different countries?
Oh yes, we do have it. It will give you 96-97% accuracy based on last 5 years data, but that will give you enough information about that. Yes, we have this chart available. We have information available, and happy to share with you guys to compare. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I hope all our viewers are getting their answers, whatever queries they have. I can see another question. What is the eligibility criteria for neuroscience branch for undergraduates?
For
Any
UG program.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neuroscience. So must be the science graduate, I believe. That's he's from India. Or where?
Yeah, it's
He's from India,
I
from
believe,
UAE.
yeah, from India.
Okay, India. Yes. Beautiful subject. We enrolled few students for neuroscience. Very nice subject. What he wants to or she wants to make a career. Then based on that, we can select the right course for them. Happy to counselor on a customized basis. Please ask them to send us emails with this all academic results, and we're happy to provide you the various options about this. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So thank you. I just want to inform all our viewers that we will be sharing the details about your company, all the contacts details, and it is also available on our Facebook page and the YouTube. This complete presentation is available on the YouTube also, so they will get complete details about your company information. And as you said that you have representative offices in India, Middle East, and other part of the world, so they can even contact there as well.
Yes.
We'll take, I think, a last question, which is saying that 1 second. One second. Okay. Somebody has asked that what is the best place to migrate? The question is from the person who is based here in UAE, and I'm sure that he has already experienced the Middle East culture experience. Now he wants to migrate from here to any other part of the Europe or US side. So he's just asking which places to migrate.
Yeah, that's all. It's a personal choice, my friend. I would say I'm not a migration agent, so I can't guide them. But yes, it's a very genetic question. But I would suggest that what for he want to migrate it, what his goal of the life. He wants to settle down somewhere. There's multiple factors. Happy to counselor. I've seen the UAE people, the people who are Indian origin, resident of UAE, normally prefer to migrate on places where they can settle down permanently. If you are looking for permanent settlement, then I would suggest to go to the countries who are allowing you to come on immigrant visa, like Australia, Canada, UK, some extent, US. Yeah, UK, US, little bit tough. But nowadays, the new policies and new stream are helping them as well. If he wants to know further, I'm happy to connect with this migration agent with our team, so he can guide you properly.
That's great, sir. Thank you. What you said is very true that the people who came out from India to Middle East, they have already achieved one step. Now they again further go far from this part, so to get the settle. And I believe the question asked by the person is he got the answer that he wants to migrate from UAE to other country to settle there for rest of his life. Our viewers are really up to date. So the new question is that recent changes in an Indian education system is what par with an international education system?
Oh, I would say my business partner shared this information actually, and I just gone through. I didn't look into in depth, but I was very impressed the way it has been presented, or if implement well. I think so. It matched to the international standard, the curriculum. Less books, more exposure. Less pain, more knowledge or joys. That's only the way you can grow, my friend. इतना पढ़ना है बस. रात दिन पढ़ता रहता है लड़का, 90 मार्क लाने हैं बस, लेकिन एंजॉय नहीं कर पाता उस चीज को. वो भले 50 नंबर लाए लेकिन एंजॉय करे, बहुत अच्छा साइंटिस्ट बन सकता है वो.
That's really good message.
हालांकि मैं in-depth में गया नहीं हूँ, मैं जेनेटिक दिखाया तो I was very impressed with this. I hope that it implements well in India. It's very tough to implement, but I hope it will be.
Yeah, that's really a good message, sir. And I know there are some questions which is not related to the today's presentation, but you have very nicely, answered them. I will just have a talk with Ajay. Are we ready? We have a quiz at the end of this.
One question is there. I think which Moglan has missed. it's a very specific question. One of the student named Swapnil Wagmare. He is
Uh-huh.
asking that he has completed MSc Agriculture in Dairy Science and willing to pursue PhD. So he wants some guidance, which will be the best university for this PhD after doing
Yeah,
MSc Agriculture in Dairy Science.
yeah. Which country you would like to? Then we can look into this.
He has not mentioned any.
Happy Ajay bhai, happy to answer that. Once we know which country he would like to do, then we can provide them a good options based on uh, based on the financials and all. There are multiple consideration in the place. For the PhDs or the master by research, he's eligible to do that. But there are various options available in the universities. Once we know which country he would like to go, then we are happy to provide them an option. Yeah.
Yes, so I will request Swapnil to be in touch with you through your email.
Yeah, no problem, sir. No problem. Happy to answer them.
With Mr. Sailesh sir. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
I believe that we have 1 second there. I believe that we have covered almost all the questions, and someone has asked for the reliable sources to get the information. So at the end of presentation, I can say that EDI is the reliable source to get an information through Shailesh Sharma ji.
I can assure you that we are kept updated. That's our job, my friend. We always touch base with updated information. We exactly know where the authentic information is available. We are qualified counselors. We get updated ourselves all the time. These are the qualifications which we can't just rely on what we studied. We have to keep updated as policies keeps changing. So most welcome anytime. You please come. We are happy to provide you the latest informations and.
Yeah. Today's presentation also give a lead for your Dubai office, sir. So when it is opening, then definitely people will approach your Dubai office.
Sure, definitely, and we already planned it, and hopefully by COVID-19, because we are not allowed to go beautiful city like Dubai. I spent a lot of years there, but hopefully by post-COVID, we are planning to open there. Yeah, looking forward to meet
great.
all NRIs from Dubai.
You are most welcome back to here, sir. We are here to support you for your office.
Sure.
Ajay, can we go for the question answer? The quiz
session. Yeah. Okay, I will just share my screen for the quiz session. Okay, so this is my screen. Can you see this?
Not visible. No.
Okay, just a minute.
Let me.
I think so. Should I switch off my videos, my friend, or?
No problem, sir. It can be on.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. So can you see the screen? Joinmyquiz.com.
Yeah. It's visible. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Just join through this website, joinmyquiz.com, and the gaming code is 193403.
Sir, at the end of all the presentation, we run a small quiz. Am I audible? Hello, Shailesh sir?
Yeah.
At the end of every quiz, since we are running this knowledge webinar series, so end of every presentation, we run a small quiz to get the involvement of all our viewers. So how much they have gained the knowledge from our presentation. So this is small quiz to interact with our people. So I think Ajay, you are ready to start this?
People are joining now. Up till now, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yes. 7 person has joined.
Okay.
7 players are there. 8. So we are waiting for the people to join. More people to join. And, there is a special announcement for this quiz by Shailesh sir. Shailesh ji will give a special discount.
No, I'm
Discount in the sense, if any winner who got admission through EDI, he will give, for first prize winner, he will give $1,000 Second prize
Oh, that's good.
will be for 3 persons. He will give $350. And third prize will be for 10 people. He will give $100 each to 10 persons if they got admission through any of the universities through EDI. Right, Shailaji?
Yeah, correct.
So,
Hello.
obviously, apart from that, first from AM UAE, we will give the certificate for the first 3 winners, and there will be a felicitation in our forthcoming Ambedkar Jayanti celebration. The top 5 achievers throughout this web series who has answered most correctly. The top 5, we will select top 5 players and we will felicitate them in our Ambedkar Jayanti celebration. Up till now, 19 players are there, and I hope more players will join. I request all the attendees to join as early as possible. If you have any problem, just type in our chat box.
Sorry.
Our team will help you to join. I can see 20 players are there. Come on, guys, join fast, please.
We also want to have a small announcement about our next 14th next 14th August program. Ajay,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ajay.
Yes. Yeah, Moglan. Please
Hello.
announce. Yes. Hello. We can hear you. Yeah, please provide the details. Hello. So
Hello.
till now, 21 players has joined the game. So I will start the game now. The game will be for 5 minutes. There are 15 questions. So let's start. I'm starting the game. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. So Devta Ahire is there. Mr. Gedam is second. I think Lina Khobragade has taken the second place. Devta Ahire is still maintaining the lead. Kinjal Jadhav has taken the second place. Devta Ahire is playing so fast. Amit Khobragade has now taken second place.
Most of our participants are from Middle East and India. So
Okay.
yeah, and a couple of them are still attending all our seminar series, so they are well aware about how to play the quiz.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there are the same questions, right? There are some questions there, right?
yeah. There are questions based on the current presentation, whatever you have done.
Okay, fine. But how it comes accuracy compared to the answers? Okay.
Yeah, there are options given. 4 options are given into the
Okay.
objective type question. So
Yeah. Nice. It's very interesting, actually.
yeah. So almost 15 questions we shortlist from the presentation, and which will also give us an idea how seriously the viewers have seen the presentation.
Yeah, that's good.
And so far, we have got very good response from all our web series.
Yeah, Mr. Devta Ahir is still maintaining lead. Gedam is on the
Yeah.
second place.
Good.
Tanu is to cover third place. And the show is running with now 56% accuracy is achieved.
Friends, can I switch off the videos now?
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Very good. So, but I could see 36 people are still
Yes, yes.
on.
26
Yeah.
players are there which are
Yeah.
playing the quiz.
Okay. And this quiz is connected with this web
Yes,
web
yes.
platform, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. Mega is leading the show now, followed by Gedam at 7th place. Sushti Pillevar has come, all of a sudden securing the first place. Again, Mega has taken over. It's a fight for first and second place.
I hope these all are the kids,
Yeah,
students.
yes. Sushti
That's
has
good.
taken off lead now. There is a tussle between Mega and Sushti. Samyak Kobragade has secured third place now. Come on, guys, another 1 minute to go.
This allow 15 minutes, right? Maximum.
Yeah. "20 seconds to go. Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here the game is over.
So who is the winner?
Yes. So,
Oh, that's
first
great.
prize to Mega. What happened? Yeah, I will announce the result. Mega is the winner, followed by Srishti secured second place, and Samyak Kobragade at third
Samyak
place.
Kobragade.
Winner. Congratulations
Yeah.
to all the winners.
Congratulations to all. Congratulations.
Yes, yes. And we will quickly review the questions now. Yes.
Sir, these are the questions which we asked in the quiz.
Yeah. So first question was, which universities are the top 10 by the overall score? So the answer was University of Cambridge and Stanford universities, two universities. Answer was B and D. Next question, which country has maximum top 10 ranked universities? The answer was UK and USA. Then the next question was, which country sent maximum student to overseas country for study? So the answer was India and China.
Mm.
Next question, how many international students studies in world top 10 universities? So between 0.5 to 1% students studied in the top 10 universities. Next question was, which factor is the most important to ensure student can study overseas? So the most important factor is the visa. The visa grant letter is required. Then which factor is not important to get admission? So your 10th class mark sheet has nothing to do with your admissions in master's program. Which is the English speaking country in Europe? So as Shailesh has already told, which is Ireland. Then for postgraduate or master's program in UK, how much minimum English level is required? So that is the IELTS score, which is 6.5 or its equivalent. Then the next question was, which country is the biggest trade economy in the world? As all of us know, it's USA. And which country of university provides 1 year paid OPT, that is optional practical training, that is USA. Then another question was, which country has introduced students direct stream for international studies? The answer was Canada. And which is the capital city of the country? So Canberra, which is the capital of Austria. Then what you will face different than your home country and overseas country. So obviously it's there is a cultural difference, and which Celestial has already explained how to overcome that by adopting it and accepting it. Then which statement is false from below? So the false statement was, in Australia official language is Hindi. I think English is the official language there. Then which country today present is located at? So the today's presenter is from Australia. So in short, this was all the 15 questions. Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen here and over to Shailesh sir again.
Right. Thank you
Okay,
very much, guys. Yeah, can you hear me?
You're okay now. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, all attendees have enjoyed this quiz, and
I hope people have enjoyed it. That's
Sir,
very important thing. I hope.
Before we go ahead,
Yeah.
just a small announcement I would like to do for our next 14th August event.
Yeah.
And then we'll over to Shailesh sir. Just for 1 second, sir. I want to share my screen. This will be our next program on 14th August. It's an Independence Day Eve. The topic is Ambedkar Culture 3.0, and just for your information, Shailesh sir, we have been joined together here with an aim because of Honorable Raju Kambreji, who has formed this organization from Malaysia, and it is spread across the world. And we would like to give a tribute to Raju Kambreji. Because of him, we all are connected to each other, and this current web series and other social activities are going on. So I will run a small teaser on this event.
Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
I hope.
One second. I'll just run that video. One second. One second, I'm just running a small teaser so that all our current viewers will come to know about this. Ajay, are you there? Ajay? Hello? Ajay, are you there? I am not able to. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Muglan. Tell me.
Yeah, I don't know why the video is not okay now. It's okay. I'm not able to share this share. Okay. Is this videable? Hello?
आगे आगे चलता ही रहेगा काले चक्र के आगे
I don't know.
काले चक्र के आगे आगे चलता ही रहेगा काले चक्र के आगे आगे चलता ही रहेगा धम्म चक्र है बंधु सदा बढ़ता ही रहेगा आगे आगे चलता ही रहेगा बढ़ता ही रहेगा चक्र है बंधु सदा बढ़ता ही रहेगा बढ़ता ही रहेगा बढ़ता ही
Hello.
Hello.
Shailesh sir, please join.
चक्र के
Right.
आगे
It's,
आगे
I believe-
चलता ही रहेगा
I don't know what is.
Somebody was singing very well, very nice.
Yeah, it's a musical tribute program on
Oh, very
next Friday. So, shall we conclude here, Muglan?
Yeah. Shailesh sir, please. Please
Yeah,
be on
so I
that.
have to do
You're
the
welcome.
conclusions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, thank you very much for organizers. Very good people, good crowds, and lovely audiences who are gathering for the various subjects and topics. This time, gave your very important time to listen to me. I hope you guys have got some information. And very happy to connect with you guys at a personal level as well. Never hesitate to contact us should you have any questions, any specific course selections, college selections, country selections. We are happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much for being with us. Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, Shailesh ji. On behalf of AM Group, all the organizing team, and all the viewers, and Nitin Thulkar, I would like to thank you, Shailesh sir ji, for your time and for all your experience sharing with us. And I'm sure we will definitely come back to you for different queries, and lots of people will approach you for that. If any kind of support is required here in Dubai, we are here. Please feel free to contact us. So if you need any support to start up your office here.
It's my pleasure to connect with you guys. Special thanks to Nitin, and special thanks to you all people and wonderful audiences. And would love to visit again Dubai and see you again. And hello, thank you.
You are most welcome, sir. Thank you very much, and stay safe, stay connected. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all. Bye bye.
God bless. Bye.
काले चक्र के आगे आगे चलता ही रहेगा